Good day everyone and to all our grade 9 learners. For today, we are going to discuss solving problems involving parallelograms, trapezoids, and kites. So first, let us identify the steps in solving word problems. The first one is to read and understand the problem. We have to identify what is needed to solve the problem or determine the scenario the problem wants you to solve. The second one is to translate the statements. You may need to draw a simple illustration to help you picture out the problem. The third one is to write the equation. Next is to solve the equation. After that, you have to check or verify your solutions. And the last one, state and finalize your answer. Let us have our first example. Find the area of a square if its perimeter is 20 centimeters. So to find the perimeter of a square, we need P equals 4S. So we have to substitute 20 centimeters for the perimeter P. So we have 20 centimeters equals 4S. Now, we need to solve for S by applying the multiplication property of equality. We need to divide everything by 4. Doing that, we have 5 centimeters equals S. That means the length of each side is 5 centimeters. Now, we need to find the area of the square. The formula to find the area of a square is S squared. Since the measure of one side is 5 centimeters, we just need to substitute S equals 5 centimeters. Doing that, we have 5 centimeters squared. So 5 times 5 or 5 centimeters raised to 2 will give you 25 centimeters squared. Therefore, the area of the square is 25 centimeters squared. For example number 2, we need to find the perimeter of a square if its area is 100 centimeters squared. So we need the formula of the area of a square, which is S squared. Now, substitute 100 centimeters squared for the area A. And then, solve for S by extracting the roots. The square root of 100 centimeters squared is 10 centimeters. Therefore, the length of each side is 10 centimeters. Now, we need to find the perimeter of the square. Remember, the perimeter of the square is given as P equals 4S. So since S is 10 centimeters, we need to substitute S equals 10 centimeters. Doing that, we'll have 4 times 10 centimeters, and therefore, P equals 40 centimeters. Therefore, the perimeter of the square is 40 centimeters. Let us now have example number 3. Ryzen is painting a wall with an area of 60 meters squared. If the length of the wall is 12 meters, what is its width? So notice that we are given here a rectangle. So we need to find the area of a rectangle, which is given as A equals length times the width. But the area is given as 60 meters squared and the length is 12 meters. So we need to substitute the area and the length. And then after that, we have to solve by applying the multiplication property of equality. 60 divided by 12 will give you 5 meters. Therefore, the width of the wall is 5 meters. Example number 4. What the value of x will make trapezoid math an isosceles trapezoid? Remember, an isosceles trapezoid has two legs congruent. Therefore, MH is equal to AT. So, to find the value of x, we need to find AT equals MH. So since AT is 3x plus 3 and MH is x plus 5, we now equate the two and solve for x. We now get 2x equals 2, and therefore x equals 1. We need to substitute this value to find the measures of AT and MA. So AT equals 3x plus 3. So 3 times 1 plus 3. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 plus 3 is 6. Therefore, the measure of AT is equal to 6. Now, let us have MH. MH is equal to x plus 5 and x is equal to 1. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Notice that AT is equal to MH. That means MAT is an isosceles trapezoid. Let us now have example number 5. What is the measure of angle 1 and angle 2 of kite law? Remember that one of the theorem of a kite is that it has one pair of opposite angles congruent. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. So how do we find the measures of these two angles? Remember also that this one is a quadrilateral. Therefore, the sum of the measures of all angles will be 360. So angle B is 46 degrees and angle L is a right angle. That means to find the measure of angle 1, we have 360 degrees minus the sum of 90 and 46 degrees. 90 degrees plus 46 degrees is 136 degrees. 360 degrees minus 136 degrees is 224 degrees. But we need to divide this by 2. Again, because the measurement of angle 1 is equal to the measurement of angle 2. That means angle 1 is equal to 112 degrees. But since angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, that means the measurement of angle 2 is also equal to 112 degrees. I hope you learned something today. Thank you for listening.